Hey everybody, I'm David with Bolivar Live, and we're going to break in here real quick because stay tuned. We've got the secret phrase giveaway coming up at the end of today's Ask Me About Bolivar. Don't go away. Hey everybody, I'm David with Bolivar Live, and welcome to Ask Me About Bolivar, a show we do every Wednesday morning at 6 a.m. where we've talked about history, events, businesses, and that's what we're on now. Is we've been interviewing area businesses, owners, talking about their business, what they have to offer when you come down, and what they do in the community and think about the community. Today I've got George Scruggs with us, the owner of Bolivar Vacations. And George, you've grown over the years.
We have. We started out about 10 years ago. We just built a couple of houses and built another couple the next year, and another couple the next year, and then we bought the Breakers. It was the oldest house on Bolivar. It got knocked down in the hurricane, and we picked up that property and put it in a neighborhood there. So we ended up with, once we built that out, we had a lot of houses. And by that time, we were a management company, whether we wanted to or not at that point. Then,
you have to.
Yeah. And since then, the last 4 years, we've been a full-blown management company. We manage houses for other people as well. And we've actually sold off some of our houses, and we're building some new developments. So it's been a real process. We've been very involved in the community down here through, all the vendors that, fix our air conditioners and paint our houses, and all the people who keep our houses beautiful and clean. So it's been an interesting journey the last 10 years. We love Bolivar. Funny story, we came down here before Ike. A friend of ours had a house down here. Is how we found Bolivar. And it was like 7th row, and that geotube was up. You couldn't even see the water from the house because it was only about 3 feet off the ground. The mosquitoes would just walk up and bite you. They didn't have to fly. And it was horrible. It was the worst vacation we ever had. I couldn't wait to go home. I swore we'd never come back to Bolivar. But after Ike, of course, that 7th row became 3rd row.
Right.
And we actually built a couple of houses. He rebuilt in a nice little house, and then the property in front of him came up for sale, and he talked me into buying it. And we put up a couple of houses and rented them, and just really got to understand the flavor of the people down here, and the just what a special place Bolivar is. And we love it down here. We come down here every chance we can.
I was going to say, that track between Dallas, Waxahachie, and here is pretty hot.
Yeah,
One minute I'll talk to you, you're up there at the office, and the next morning you're down here. I run into you at the big store someplace.
Yep. In the off season, we come down here. We're down here about every 2 weeks for as long as we can stay.
Yeah.
In summer, the houses are booked, so we don't have any place to stay, so we can't come in the summer. Just kidding. We bring our family. We block out a week every July to bring the whole family down, and that's really why we got in this business. Why we built a house to start with. My wife had always wanted. Belinda had always wanted a place where we could take our kids and be the same place every year, and we'd build those memories together. And we never did that. I had another business that took up all of our time, and anyway, we just never did that. And now that we're a little older and we had the chance to do that with our grandkids, we've have taken that opportunity. We come down here every July. We block out a week on whatever the new house is that year, and we all come down and stay there. And so the kids, all the grandkids have grown up together. They all know Bolivar, and it's been really some great memories down here.
One of the things y'all started, and really no one did it down here, was the concept that you had. You supplied towels and sheets. And
It's funny to me. It's still funny to me that that was the thing down here. We would get calls from people like, "Does that include sheets?" I'm like, "What do you mean? Does it include?" Of course it has sheets. Why wouldn't it have
But
sheets? But apparently that was not all of them do that.
yeah, that's something that y'all started down here, and then you also started to do some amenities for your homes, and it started out with ping pong tables and Game Boys in the loft area on some of the houses.
Yep. We built some big houses and put ping pong tables in them. It's nice to have this, and
Something to
our
do.
our grandkids love it because they can go up there and play and just knock themselves out and without driving us crazy.
Yeah.
On a day that maybe they can't go to the beach or retire to the beach for a little while. But and now all the way to we've got some houses under construction now. We've got elevators inside the houses. We're putting a pool in the backyard, putt,
Everything.
propane fire pit, fireplace in the house, and generators and video games, and just the whole huge leap from where we were 10 years ago with houses. The level of amenities. We thought back then just having a nice blender and a Keurig was was really stepping up. But now it's people just they're on vacation down here. They want something that they will keep the kids busy and keep them off their Game Boys or their videos it comes back to making memories. It comes back to coming down here and making memories on vacation
With your cousins and brothers and sisters and
neighbors,
family.
whatever. But yeah, I think that I think that's I think every mom's got that in her heart that she wants to go on vacation and make some memories with her kids, with her family together while they're young and or even when they're older. It's really special for us. We take great pride in that the people make memories in our houses that they keep for a lifetime.
And they
That's
rent
really
them.
special to us.
They rent them year after year a lot of times, don't
Yes,
they?
we have lots and lots of families that have identified like this is my house, this is our house, and then we have other ones that they different houses for different times of the year.
Yeah.
Get a big house in the summer, get a smaller house in the fall, and come
fall
down
and
with your spouse and some friends, hang out for a few days or a week or a month.
Yeah.
It's. A lot of people only know Bolivar in the summer, but the fall here that's my favorite time of year. October is just the best down here. It's just the best. It's not crowded. The weather's fabulous. The food's terrific. I can't emphasize that enough down here, how much Bolivar has changed in the last few years. The food is so good down here now.
I was
there was a time where you couldn't hardly get into a restaurant, and there wasn't but just a few of them down here. And now there's plenty of new restaurants, food trucks, but everybody has dialed it up. And the food, even Stingery's, which is the classic restaurant down here, has been here for forever, and Brad does a great job at that place. But they've really stepped up their game. During COVID. I mean, he remodeled the kitchen, went out and spent all that money to remodel that place, and has really dialed up the cuisine. I mean, their food's just terrific.
Yeah. Have you seen vacation rentals? We talked about the game rooms and stuff. We used to have 400 to 800, 600 square foot homes down here. And now, in fact, y'all, I think, were one of the first to really bring them around. The big homes that sleep 15 or 20 or 22 or 23 people. Mm-hmm. Have you seen that evolve over the years?
Well, how do I answer that? The smaller homes are really, we started off building little 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,300 square foot houses. And that was fine, and that was really the market then. Since then, we've gone to some bigger houses and, for multifamilies, and while they're more expensive per night, they're less per person because you bring multiple families
right.
down. There's a real demand for them. The smaller houses, there's still demand for, but they rent a lot better in the shoulder seasons, in the spring and fall. The big ones are mostly in the summer. But they've gotten bigger, and again, we just keep adding the amenities to them. It used to be just having a couple of big screen TVs was a thing, and now there's you got a TV in every room. That's just starter kit. Granite countertops, stainless appliances, all that stuff. We thought that 10 years ago, we thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But now it's you just got to go with market. People want more stuff to do, and so we're bringing them more stuff to do.
Well, a lot of areas off Bolivar for years had stuff like that. and we doubled our, you were talking about meals, we doubled our seating capacity down here in March, which helped everyone. It helped the restaurants that were here, helped the visitors because they didn't have to wait 3 and 4 hours, if they had a larger party. And then the amenities in the homes, it's more of a resort style home now,
Yes,
versus a fishing cabin.
Yeah, definitely destination. There's so much more to do, and not just in the houses, but I mean, there's
more to do down here.
I mean, there's sailboat charters down here now. There's
jet ski.
There was a helicopter here last year. I hope he comes back this year.
He's planning on coming back.
Doing Bolivar tours by helicopter, which I can't wait to do that. I didn't do it last year.
We've got the
parasail, jet ski rentals.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff down here that just wasn't that just wasn't here before.
Great.
And so what I understand, there's a big new water park coming here too.
Maybe.
Oh, it's a maybe?
I think. Let's talk about rentals real quick. We did on one of the other shows, but about booking directly with the business, whether it's you or one of the management companies, because a lot of people think it's easy because they can look at a lot of houses going to VRBO or HomeAway or one of those other ones. But if you book direct, you can actually save money.
Sure. I mean, those platforms, I hear a lot about all the fees that we're charging, and the fees are too high. I can tell you the fees that we charge go to pay our cleaners and the maintenance on the house to get it ready for you every time. I mean, it's a big deal. We only have 4 or 5 hours to clean these houses, and the girls that do it are very talented. And they work really, really hard, and they deserve to get paid.
Right.
It's also a very seasonal business too, so they don't make a lot of money in the winter. So the fees that we charge, we kind of get blamed for that, but I get that coming from Airbnb and those platforms that they charge themselves between 10 and 20% just for using their platform.
Right.
They also charge me 10 to 15% for using their platform. And then they even tack on a few more percents for going through for our software, having a direct connection with their software. So these guys are getting paid. I mean, they're getting paid. And, I got nothing against them. If you want to use Airbnb, that's great. They have their niche. I mean, I use them, we just booked a trip to Spain through Airbnb because I don't know anybody over there. And there was some security in doing that. But if you're coming down here, I would encourage you to book directly with a management company. We're BolivarVacations.com. There's several other ones that are based down here. Now there's some national management companies too, like I just thought some names: Vacasa, Evolve, they have their own websites, but they're not like an Airbnb. They are actually their management company, and they charge homeowners to manage their property.
Well, they don't have anyone down here.
Yeah, they're not here. They're hiring people down here, and they're not local like some of the other companies are local down here. And I don't live down here myself. I live in Waxahachie up by Dallas, but we're down here all the time.
But you have,
but we have employees that are here.
One,
we have employees that are on salary, on payroll, and we have people down here. If something breaks, we're not
5 hours away.
Yeah, we have people down here that can come help you out at 9 o'clock at night when you can't get into the house or when the hot water is not working or whatever.
Right.
We have people down here that handle that, and not that those other companies do, but I mean, we support the kids' athletics here on the peninsula. We support the local fire department. Those things that
a lot of
we do that, and all of us do. I mean, we're not different in that. All the local companies do that down here, and that's great. I believe in buying local, and I think you should book local.
Yeah. Well, George, thanks for joining us today. You're the first rental company on Ask Me About Bolivar, so
we're number one.
Remember, you can see Ask Me About Bolivar every Wednesday morning at 6 a.m. You can also see our Bolivar Live shows anytime on our YouTube channel, BolivarLiveTV.com, and now on Roku and Amazon Fire, where it's a free download and you can catch all our shows, whether it's live or one of our pre-recorded shows. You can see it there, and we have a library of all our advertisers on there, so you can go back and see the different shows 30, 60 days out. So we're going to head on out. We'll be back next Wednesday with another Ask Me About Bolivar, covering a local business. Until next time, Well, I hope you enjoyed the show. It was I always love doing them with area businesses. But, we're doing the secret phrase this week because of Spring Break 2024. And what that is in the first live feed of the day, we give out a secret phrase. Then you go out and find the Bolivar Live truck on the beach. Can't be anywhere else. Tell the driver the secret phrase I'm fixing to give you, and you could win a hard-sided RTIC cooler. We're giving one away a day, but the great part is it's full of goodies. So today's secret phrase for Wednesday, the 13th, is Family Fun Beachfront on Bolivar Peninsula 2024. That's Family Fun Beachfront on Bolivar Peninsula in 2024. Go find the Bolivar Live truck, give them that secret phrase, and you could win an RTIC cooler. Now back to the scheduled program. The Big Store, located at 2385 Highway 87 in Crystal Beach, Texas, on Bolivar Peninsula. If you're on Bolivar Peninsula and you need anything, stop by the Big Store, where you'll be greeted by a staff of smiling faces and a staff that's eager to help you find what you're looking for. The Big Store is a fully stocked grocery store with fresh fruits and vegetables, meat department with hand-cut steaks, canned goods, dairy products, frozen foods, and beer and wine. The Big Store is also home to a gift shop, camping and fishing supplies, RV supplies, tools and hardware, and home goods, all under one roof. The Bolivar Peninsula Superstore, like they say, if the Big Store doesn't have it, chances are you really don't need it. For more information on the Big Store and their weekly sales ad, please visit www.thebigstore.us.